Hello, guys, and welcome back to Get Your Shit Together. This is episode 6. It has been a week. Let's start off with that. I was in LA last week. I was there for 4 days. I had some meetings, a photo shoot for spring and summer for the line, and it was great. I worked with a new photographer and a new makeup artist, and we just vibed. You know when like energies just meet and you just get each other, and it was just such a fun day. One of my best friends came with me onto set to help me take more content, shoot videos, shoot photos, and it was just so nice having her on set. And it was all girls. We were all just really on really good energy, and it was so fun. It was exhausting, but it was really fun. It was great to be back in LA. I stayed in the city. BMW always takes the best care of me. They gave me a really amazing car that was super fun to drive. And I went down to Newport Beach, got to see my family, got to have dinner with them. So it was a jam-packed couple days, but I really always truly make the most of it when I'm there because obviously my time is very limited. So even though it can be tiring, it's always very rejuvenating. You know, I fill my glass back up when I go every month. So that was really great. But I still have been feeling quite exhausted from the fiasco that happened 2 weeks ago when I took the shot from Feel Free, which is by Botanic Tonics. If you missed this, my girlfriend was in town from LA and we took a wellness shot and it fucked us up really bad. It has kava in it and kratom. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's in a blue bottle. Do not take it because it's legitimately poison. So since I've been back, I have been quite tired this week between the time change, which LA is 2 hours behind, and then with daylight savings, I've been quite messed up, which, by the way, can we please, for the love of God, stop daylight savings because it's literally useless. So my sleeping's been very off, and as I've mentioned in previous podcasts, sleep is extremely important and critical. So I've been a little slow and sluggish this week because I just cannot, I'm going to bed very late. Obviously, my body's also adapting to the daylight savings, but I'm just a mess. So I'm kind of letting myself have this week of not being on top of, working out every single day, getting all of that in. I'm still walking and I'm exercising. I'm just taking it more easy because I'm just exhausted, which I think is a really good lesson here is to just listen to always to your body. So that's what I've been doing this week. I also saw my functional medicine doctor on Wednesday, and she basically confirmed that my gut took quite a beating from that wellness shot. So we're working on getting my gut back to a healthy spot. And that is kind of what's been going on this week. So now let's jump into this episode. And I want to dedicate this episode to, I got a couple message about, I asked you guys what you would like to hear about on episodes. And I got several about how I maintain our home, cleaning wise, what's my cleaning and organizing schedule and what do I do to maintain it? So I kind of wanted to get into that with this episode and give some tips and tricks and hopefully help anyone who needs a little bit of guidance to maintaining their space. First and foremost, we have a housekeeper that comes every single week, which obviously is, of course, a luxury. And I'm extremely grateful that we can have somebody come out to help maintain the house. I will say I do clean every week. I clean every day, but I clean extra when the housekeepers come. And I realize that sounds insane, but I don't know. I just feel like they're coming to assist me. So I need to have my space clean. So they come every Monday, and I do clean every single day, which I will get into detail about the schedule that I have, but they really help me with the heavier things. So They wash our bedding, they make our beds, the towels, like they do all that kind of work that I'm not doing on the daily. And so they come every single Monday for a couple hours, and then like I'm set up for the week. I like that they come on Mondays because, as you know, Monday is the day we get our shit together. So it sets the tone for the week, and having a clean space, as I've said many, many times, means a clear mind, a balanced mind. And you can really take on the week, with your environment being all tidied up and clean and not feeling like that's adding a stressor into your life because your bedroom is messy or your kitchen or your living room or your kids' playroom, whatever it may be. So they come every single Monday, and then I maintain every single day. I vacuum every single morning. Literally, Alejandro's like, what the fuck are you vacuuming? Like, you just vacuumed yesterday. The housekeepers were here. But yo, there is dust and there's dog hair and there's like just shit in the air, especially when we first moved in after construction. And if you've done any construction, you understand this. There is dust particles everywhere. Like you'll dust and like 10 minutes later, somehow there's more dust. So every day you can vacuum because every day there's shit on the floor. Food, dog hair, my hair, just like bringing in dirt from being outside. There's always something on the ground. So I have my cordless Dyson, which I'm obsessed with. It's definitely an investment, but I legitimately use it every single day. Shark also has, I believe Shark is the brand, has great vacuums, and any vacuum, a Roomba, like they're all awesome. But I just vacuum every morning. It's just like part of my routine. It literally takes under 5 minutes, and I just go through the hallways, the living room, the kitchen. Kitchen always has definitely the most crumbs because obviously I cook most nights. We make coffee. The kitchen is always a very busy space. And I go into the studio, which is where I'm at right now recording this, vacuum in here. And then, of course, I go to our bedroom and our bathroom, and there's always so much hair in the bathroom between me, Alejandro, his beard. Like there's always hair. And then there's, of course, like from the towels, just like the little fuzzies that fall from the towels. And obviously I'm a neat freak. So I like my space to always be clean. I want to shower and I want my bathroom to be clean. I don't want there to be hairs on the floor and just junk on the floor. So it literally takes me under 5 minutes. And honestly, it's like low key relaxing. I'm just like walking around the house with my like cordless vacuum, living life, and I'm like thinking about what I'm going to do for the day. So I do that every single morning. And I also, of course, do not go to bed with dishes in my sink. I've said this before. It's really bad juju. So I always put my dishes in the dishwasher, or I have like a little kitchen mat. And if it's just like our tea mugs or, glass of water, I'll leave that there. So when I wake up, I'm not walking into chaos. It's already clean, but to keep it this way, I have to maintain it. Therefore, every day I have to make sure I'm, dusting down the kitchen island. I'm vacuuming. I look at it almost like my skincare routine, right? I have to do it daily. When I don't do it, then my skin's dry or I break out and like I just don't feel great. So I kind of look at that when I'm cleaning the house. Like it needs to be maintained. Therefore, it's not Saturday and there's a pile up of shit that I need to clean. This way, it's always easier and I'm not overwhelmed. And it takes literally 5 to 6 minutes to do all of this. So I will vacuum. If, obviously I made breakfast, I will put away those dishes and I fluff our couch. We have the Cloud from Restoration Hardware and it's amazing. But like literally if you sit on it for 0.2 seconds, it like sinks in, which is the whole point of the couch, but it looks like shit once you get up. So I always fluff it every single morning because at night, we're watching our TV, we go to bed. So I'll fluff it in the morning, I'll fix the pillows, and of course I love to sage or use just like a room spray. Our dear friend Wendy Bellissimo has an amazing one that smells like Santal. So I'll like do a little squirts around the living room, kind of get it to smell really good. I typically leave one of the windows open. I love fresh air. Fresh air is very important to have flowing through your home. And I'll like crack open like one of our sliding doors, let fresh air come in, and I fluff the couch. I make sure it looks nice so that when you're walking into the space, it's just tidy. And, you know, if somebody, not that we ever have anyone just randomly stop by, but if that was the case, my couch is going to be fluffed. So I fluff up the couch, I vacuum. And like I said, if I made any sort of breakfast or coffee or juice, that's cleaned as well. Fiona's dog bowl. I always clean as I go. I'm very big on this. I've mentioned this also before, but if you clean as you go, whatever that is, by the way, it doesn't have to be just like in your kitchen. Like if you were doing something in the bathroom to your hair, you did makeup, or like you were, I don't know, you were dyeing your hair, you clean as you go so that it's not so overwhelming when it's time to clean up the whole like situation. So for me, I rather every day do 5-6 minutes of cleaning so that it never gets to a point that it's so overwhelming that I would give up and be like, fuck this, I'm not gonna clean it because it's way too much. So daily things are vacuuming, fluffing the couch. Obviously, this goes without saying. I make the bed every single day, so that's always tidy. And I do laundry like twice a week. Of course, please take this with a grain of salt. It's just Alejandro and I. Obviously, we don't have kids. So I know it's so much more maintenance when you have a family. So please, you know, do not beat yourself up if, you know, I'm saying all this and you're like, you are out of your mind. I can't do this. One day at a time, one task at a time, one room at a time. So think for you, what are your weak zones? Is it the kitchen? Is it your kids' playroom? Is it the common area, which is, you know, your living room typically? Tackle whatever areas that you feel like need the most attention. And I had this talk with a good girlfriend of mine who has 3 little kids and she's a single mom. And she's like, for me, it's the kitchen. Like, it's just like, it's always disorganized. Like I have to get more control over it. So, you know, I was just like, okay, well, why don't you try maybe cleaning as you go? Or, you know, in the morning when you do have that downtime, try just tidying up maybe the dishes or loading the dishwasher. So, you know, those are little things that she's been doing to kind of maintain her kitchen to be in order. And again, I always say this every week, but it's just one little change will impact how you do something every single day, every single week, month, etc. So because it's just Alejandro and I do laundry twice a week, and I typically will, it's kind of hilarious that I'm getting so in detail about this, by the way, but you asked for it. I always do our laundry and I will kind of like leave it in the hamper. And then when our housekeeper comes, like they'll help me fold it and then I put it away. So, and obviously there's times where if there's an outfit I want to wear or Alejandro's traveling and like I will do the laundry maybe 3 times that week. It just depends. But also we work from home. So this sounds strange, but we don't wear like a lot of different outfits because we're typically in sweatpants and like, we're just like, I'm 99% of the time in activewear. So I'm not wearing a lot of stuff that like gets bulky and then like our laundry mat is overwhelmed with clothing. And that's another like tip. If you're someone who like who leaves it for like every like, I don't know, 10 days, 2 weeks, you're going to have a shit ton of laundry and you're going to feel so disencouraged. So try doing it once a week or twice a week or whatever it is, but so that it doesn't build up. The whole point of this is that so it's not this huge task that disencourages you from wanting to do it. Because if you're just maintaining, then it's easy and it's not overwhelming. And then you're gonna get like used to it, and then you're gonna be like, how did I live before not doing all of this? Because you're gonna be used to having your clean socks and your clean chonies and your vacuumed floors or whatever it may be. So I think these small little tweaks will make a humongous difference in day to day and maintaining your space. And, you know, obviously, again, you know, we work from home, we work for ourselves. Of course, I understand that people have a 9 to 5. So if Saturday is your day of chores, then make yourself a list. Say, okay, this morning I'm going to tackle grocery shopping, cleaning the bathrooms, and starting laundry. Don't give yourself 87 things to do because you're probably not going to do any of them. So if you kind of just, you know, slowly build a list, cross off what you're doing. And then of course, if you have a partner, a husband, a roommate, delegate, tell them, hey, why don't you take care of the dishes, take the trash out? I'm gonna do the laundry and I will do the dusting. Like ask for support and delegate. For me, obviously, I'm, very particular about like how I like things. So for me, the support was having a housekeeper come to help me maintain it because I, can't do all of it at all times. So for me, that was like very, like I needed to vocalize that even with Alejandro, like, hey, this is important. I need support here. You're busy. I'm busy. So, this is what I need. And for you, if that is expressing it to your wife, your husband, your roommate, your boyfriend, whatever, vocalize it. There's nothing wrong with that. We all need help. We all need support. And if you're living with someone who's not as, neat or tidy as you, definitely, kind of say, okay, well, you can do whatever you want to do in your room, but in the common areas, there needs to be a mutual respect. And this doesn't mean you have to be confrontational. This doesn't mean you have to be like aggressive. You just have a dialogue and just say, hey, I'd really like it if we could maintain the kitchen to be clean. Like if you have a roommate who doesn't clean or doesn't care, definitely vocalize it. If they want to be slob kebabs in their bedroom, like go for it. But if you're living together in a common area, you have every right to say, hey, I would like this area to be maintained clean. And like, here are some tips. This is what I'm doing. Or why don't we switch off every other week? I'll take the trash out. You dust, you clean the dishes, whatever it is. But it's all about communication and definitely like asking for support or delegating. That's definitely a tip for if you have a roommate or your spouse or partner isn't as clean as you. And I remember even like Alejandro's always been clean, but I remember like always expressing, we share this bathroom. So like, please be aware, like don't put the towels here or put them on the floor. Like I'm using that. So I think communication, it's all about delivery. So if you are in that predicament, be lighthearted, explain, that you would like certain areas that you share to be maintained. And to get back to one more thing I forgot to mention about laundry, put it away. That will also help maintain your space to be clean. If you folded all your laundry, just like immediately go put it away. Like as annoying as it is, and trust me, I actually really hate putting away laundry. It's like the one task that like I dread every week. I don't know why, because it always like looks great when I put it away, and then I have all these clean pajamas and sweatpants and activewear. But if you're in that zone, like, okay, you put on a load of laundry, you put it in the dryer, you just folded it, put it away. It's going to be done. It's like another like 3 minutes of your life. Put it away. And then that space is clean and there's not clutter and it's not all that shit on your chair or on the floor or on your dresser or whatever it is. You have a very clean space. So definitely put it away. And that's one less thing that you have to worry about. And I think making these small changes, you will have a very clean space that eventually will also make you want to have your work desk clean, your car clean. And you're going to start noticing, like, if there's a little bit of chaos in perhaps your desk at work, you're going to be like, I just came from like a very tidy space. Now I got to tackle this. And again, do one thing at a time. Do not overwhelm yourself. These are small shifts that you can make that will impact many other aspects of your life. And like I said, if you tackle your apartment and it's clean and then you're like, oh God, my car. Okay, well, that's the next thing. How can you maintain your car? Can you get your car washed? Can you go through one of those, like, when you get gas, you just go through quickly one of those car washes? Or can you wash your car? Whatever it is. Just start implementing these small changes into your weekly routine. Obviously, you're not going to wash your car every single day, but like with cleaning your house, you can technically clean your house every single day. If you're being tidy, it's going to be a 5-6 minute routine that you're just going to implement every single day. And it's so funny because now Alejandro's like that. Like when I travel, he likes to pretend that like he's not tidying up, but I know he's tidying up because like he's lived with me for 14 years. So he's like very used to it. And now I notice like I'll see him fluff the couch or like he will like, I'll notice little things that he does now. And I mean, it makes me very happy and very proud that he also likes a clean space, you know? So, and I mentioned this, I want to say I mentioned this last week or the week before, but it's about respecting your environment. So if you also have that outlook that you respect your environment, you respect your home, you respect your kitchen, your bedroom, you will find yourself tidying up daily. You will find yourself wanting to maintain a cleanliness because you had to earn all those things, whether it's the dish soap or the what's it called? The detergent. You have to pay for that. So like respect it. Don't like be, you know, all, oh, I don't want to clean that. Oh, I don't want to do this. It's your home. Have pride. Maintain it and want to have your friends over, want to have your friends pop in because your house is clean. You're ready for this. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm always happy to go more in depth on any topic. But I do think, you know, doing these tiny little things, the vacuuming, the fluffing the couch, if that's, you know, what you need to do in your space, and making your bed and tidying up your bathroom will make a very big difference every single week. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for following, subscribing, all the good stuff. And I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast. There's a new episode every single Monday, and you guys are awesome. And I will see you guys next week.